Well, let's bring in sports journalist Zukiswa Tshaka to give us a preview analysis of the Banyana Banyana match that is set to take place. To see them go up against Sweden. This is in the first group match for the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup for Group G, hosted by Australia and New Zealand. A very good afternoon to you, Zukiswa. Thank you for your time with us here on the SABC.
Thank you so much for having me, and good evening to your viewers at home.
So we're obviously going to see 32 matches over the next month being played out, vying for that ultimate prize. Banyana Banyana set to take center stage tomorrow against Sweden. And I mean, it's surely the biggest stage in football, perhaps for women's football at this point. And I wonder how you'd weigh in on how our ladies are faring. Do you think that they are ready mentally, emotionally, physically, perhaps otherwise?
We know that we didn't depart on a higher note. We all know what happened prior the World Cup with scandal revolving the friendly match that we had against Botswana and payment disputes. But hopefully we left that behind in South Africa and looking forward to play against Sweden, who's highly ranked in the world at number 3. So when I tell you that the world's rankings, they mean nothing when it comes to play football during match day. When you look at Banyana Banyana, this is our second appearance in the world global stage. And I'm hopeful that we'll use the experience that we received, that we got in our friendly games that we have assembled during the year. And also we are the reigning champions of the WAFCON. Remember, we won in Morocco last year. So I think Desiree Ellis has the good squad. It will depend how she uses her players tomorrow against Sweden. We know that Sweden, the good side, they have good players. They have players that are playing in Europe. They have players that are playing in Barcelona and also in England. So having said that, when you look at our players, we have Remuneration. She's been there in 2019. Was there. Nokomato shares 167 caps. That will count for us when it comes to experience. And also we saw some new players coming in. I can count Zagato. You saw that she was in our WAFCON because of the injuries. Now she's back. And also Tembi Katane didn't finish the WAFCON last year. And we're happy to see her back. And also she scored in our recently friendly game against Costa Rica there in New Zealand. So having said that, when you look at our squad, definitely Sweden must not underestimate Banyana Banyana. I think we'll have a good game, and the girls must go all out and show what they've got.
Zukiswa, you make a valid point about teams who appear good on paper entering into the competition, but perhaps how they fare during the competition and whether they choke or not is something that we're witnessing. Perhaps Norway, the opening game against New Zealand, we saw on paper they were one of 4 teams ever to have won the FIFA Women's World Cup, but New Zealand, with the home ground advantage, won. So in relation to the match tomorrow, in 2019 in France, Banyana Banyana didn't have the experience of playing at the highest level. So ahead of tomorrow, should we expect them to do better this time round after gaining the much-needed experience?
When you looked at the game earlier, it was England against Haiti. One would not say that Haiti, they were playing their first WAFCON, their World Cup against the England. You know, England is highly ranked and they're the good side. But when they played against Haiti, their lowest rank, and it's their first World Cup, they didn't play that much. It was only 1 goal that they scored. So when I tell you that Banyana Banyana will bring all their A game, look at how we have players from that are playing in Mexico. We have players that are playing abroad. We have Linda Mutalo, we have Jamensi Posinwe, we have players that are good in our Hollywood Super League. We have Angile Dlamini playing at the back. We have Fikile Magama, you name a few. So we have good players. And also remember, besides us going there to play against the highly ranked Sweden, I think that Desiree must tell the players that they mustn't even look at how they ranked. They must just play their game the way we played in AFCON. We did so well in that tournament. And also, when you look at our upfront forward, we have Tembi Katane. She's the only player that scored in our last previous World Cup, that was in France in 2019. We have players that are Sibulele Olweni. She did well in our last AFCON. She's also there. Kolosa Biane, our strongest midfielders, against the strongest midfielders of Sweden. You remember that they have Fridolina Rolfo, who does so well in Europe. She's their top goal scorer, and she'll be looking to do that against Banyana. But having said that, Banyana must just not look forward to lose that game. They must win it by all means. Remember, this is the global stage. People must know that there is Banyana Banyana in Africa, there is South
Yeah.
Africa in the world. They must just do well.
No, absolutely. They're flying the flag high for the continent, perhaps even. And you're absolutely right about some of the Banyana players already plying their trades internationally. So that must also strengthen the team going forward. But I want to talk about the issue of remuneration that's come to the fore, because obviously we know that there were talks of such before they left for the tournament. And I wonder if if they rather are going to get what is due to them.
This is becoming a norm in Africa when it comes to women's football. They usually complain about benefits and also not recognition as the men. So I'm hopeful that this is the last time we hear of the payment dispute against the players. Because, when was the last time that our national team went to the World Cup? When was the last time that they won the WAFCON? So it means that the only team in football that is doing so well, it is the women's team. And they must also be recognizable. They must also be given money. Financially, they need the support, all that they can get. And when I heard that there's a payment dispute, I was like, no, man, FIFA has promised the players that if you show up, you get your certain money. Why not? Why can't they get them? Why there is a problem now when it comes to South African ladies? I was so disappointed in our FA when handling that issue. And I'm hopeful that when they come back, they will get what's due to them.
Zukiswa Tshaka, thank you for your time with us on the SABC Sports Journalist. Zukiswa, giving us a preview analysis of what we can expect ahead of Banyana Banyana's match tomorrow against Sweden. It's the first match in Group G, and we're wishing them all the best of luck, and they continue to fly the flag high for South Africa, perhaps also the continent at large.